The first rounds I played with this device was not so convincing because it missed many shots. But hello, on this windy autumn day, I'll give you another product review. I am here at my club in Germany, in southern Germany. The Drei Thermen Golf Resort is the name, which has 4 18-hole golf courses. This is here the T1 of the so-called Quellenhof course, but that's not so important. What's important is the product review of this Arcos Link Pro, actually, this little box here. And I will tell you why I use it, what I like so far, but also what is not working so well. And I hope this video will show it a little bit. The good thing about this Arcos concept is that it tracks your shots, so you will know exactly how far you hit on average with each club. So the more you play, the more information you will have, and over time you will know exactly what your average lengths are for each club, but also analytical statistics, because you can compare yourself, let's say, with a 15 handicapper or a 18 handicapper. I am 21, for instance, at the moment. So I can say, well, compared to someone who has handicap 18 or 16, where am I good and where am I bad? And on which kind of shots should I work on more? That can be very, very useful. So how does this work in reality? Let me show you. So what you get when you buy these Arcos, so for each club you will have one of these screw-on tags. They will help to identify the club. This here is a 7-iron, by the way. And then using your phone, where you have the Arcos app, you just pair each club with the app. That's very easy. I'm not going to show you that. I will just show you how this Arcos Link Pro works in practice. This device also has a microphone, and it hears when you actually hit a club. And because the app knows which club you hit because of these tags, you can see afterwards, and I'll show you what this looks like, which club you used and how far you hit each club. Now, I lost my old Caddie Link, so I got the new one, the Caddie Link Pro, and the advantage is that it comes with a charging box, so you don't have to recharge this after every round. You keep this big box in your golf bag, then you just put this little thing here in it, and it will charge it sort of 12 times in a row, so you don't have to worry about it. And apparently the charge here lasts for also several rounds, so you don't have to worry about recharging this device all the time. So what's important is that you turn this on, which I did, of course. Then the app has to know on which golf course you're playing, but that's quite easy too, and you just download the course if it's necessary, so that the app also knows the layout of each hole. And then this little device here goes into your lead pocket. I'm a right-hander, so it goes into your left pocket, and you can't forget it. I have nothing else in this pocket. Apparently that can be a problem if you have several other items in your trousers, or if this is very thick cloth, because then apparently the microphones cannot pick up the sound very well. So once you've done all that, you just have to be sure that the link is connected. Well, one good thing about Arcos is you don't actually need this little device. You can also use just your phone. But of course, if you keep your phone on all the time, you can drain the battery, and there may be other disadvantages as well. So the good thing is, once this device is in your pocket, you can forget your phone as long as you're sure that this link is on and connected to the app. So once you've done that, well, you start playing. What I will do now is I'll just play this hole here. It's a par 5. Don't expect good golf from me. I'm not warmed up. I'll just play it as it is, and then we'll take a look and see how well this little device actually picked up all the shots. The first rounds I played with this device was not so convincing because it missed many shots, but now I'm really making sure that I have nothing else in my pocket. I'll hit several clubs. All of them are paired. All of them have been paired with the system. You only have to do that once at the very beginning when you first install the system and when you screw in these little tags after you've purchased them. Just a very realistic situation. See how it goes, and then at the end of this hole, I will show you to what extent this Arcos Link has actually captured the shots and how well it did so. Okay, so let's have some nice golf balls, hopefully. I have no idea how this will be. Hang in there. Ahead of every round, of course, you have to make sure that the course has been downloaded. You have to tell the system that you're starting the round. And here you can see the first hole, the layout. I'm not looking at that layout while I'm playing. Arcos does allow you to give sort of caddy help. So you can, if you're on a round, actually take out your phone and ask for the distance to the flag or other things, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to see to what extent it will capture my shots. This is my driver. I'll see where this goes without much effort. Just try to hit it more or less straight. Yeah, not very far, but okay. It rained a lot these last days. There's no roll really. So let's move on to the next shot. As I said, this was straight. You know, that drive was uphill, didn't go very far. It continues to be uphill. I'm going to hit a hybrid now. Again, uphill. Take it easy. Now that's on the fairway too. Let's move on to the next shot. Yeah, I can see the flag back there. I didn't bring my Garmin watch with me. By the way, if you're interested, I have several reviews of this Garmin watch. You can click here on the link if you're interested in that too. But I guess the flag is around 140 meters away, maybe 130 meters, something like that. But I will not try to get to the green. I'll just play my 7-iron. I don't hit very far. This is just for demonstration purposes to see to what extent this Link Pro actually captures the shots. Okay, let's see where it went. Well, I'm not so far away from the green. Again, I could have tried to get to the green with another club possibly, or maybe with more roll on the course all the way to the green. I didn't, which is okay. I was slightly left. Anyway, here's the ball. I have a slight slope here to get onto the green. So I cannot tell you the distance. I can only guess. I would say maybe, I don't know, 30, 35 meters, 40 yards. Again, this is just a rough guess, but I'll use my sand wedge. One thing I know is that I'm usually very often too short. Somehow I don't trust the club, or I'm afraid to hit it beyond. So let's see where this goes now. As they say, forget the flag, just try to get it onto the green. Problem again is this little slope. So if you're short, the ball will roll back down. So I'd rather be a little bit far. Yeah, that was okay. That was on the green. Again, as you can see, I was again short. The flag is not too far away, but I clearly did not hit it to the center of the green. And thinking back, maybe because I felt that I didn't follow through with my wedge shot. I think I sort of stopped it here rather than going a little bit further. Anyway, now the putt, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 or 3 putts. Again, the idea is, will the Arcos capture the shot? No, it's not in the hole, but right next to it, which is not bad. It's inside the hole. So hopefully this gadget will know that I made 2 putts, but in order to be really precise and to know exactly how long these putts were and how close you got to the flag, there's a little button here on the side, which I'll show you in a second, and you just hold it near the flag, you take it out of your pocket, or you can leave it in your pocket, and you press this button once, and then Arcos will know exactly the position of the flag and can therefore also know how long your putts were. So just for the sake of this experiment, I'm ending the round. It will then sync the remaining data, and let's look at it. I cannot do the screenshot and talk at the same time. So I'll show you screenshots and then talk offline and explain whatever you'll see now. So in the app, you select activities. You'll get to your last rounds, and I select the latest one, the last hole. As you can see, it picked up all shots. I made bogey on this hole. Let's look at the details. You might remember my short drive uphill and then the hybrid, which flew even farther than the driver. Then with my third shot, I hit the 7-iron close to the green and with a sand wedge onto the green. And then it correctly registered the 2 putts. If you want to see details of how you performed on the green, you press on the symbol green. It then switches to this image, and you can see exactly that my first putt was almost 6 meters and the second one was very close to the flag. To my surprise, the Arcos Link Pro captured all shots on this hole. I was almost hoping that it would fail to do so, as it had done in previous rounds, and I wonder what the reason was then. But today, it did capture all the shots. Before, it failed some. If it does fail a shot, you can actually go into the system and edit. So you can go back to a hole and add a shot or move a shot around if you remember where it was. I think that's okay. If you remember 1 or 2 missed shots, that's okay. Then you can add it into the system so that the statistics will be okay. But if it misses too many shots, as it did the other day with me, then it's kind of difficult to go back into each hole and edit the shots. Okay, that was bogey. As an overall result, I'm happy with that. I've never birdied this hole. I've parred it several times, also double bogey or some catastrophe. So today was actually not so bad in the end. But the purpose of this video was really just to show whether this Arcos actually captures all the shots, which it did on this hole today, which was nice, and what it looks like then on the screen. If you would like me to review any other aspect of this Arcos Link Pro, or how to use it on the course, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do, okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, yes, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. You'll see many golf course reviews and also a few equipment reviews or gadget reviews. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope to see you next time around. Bye-bye.